Hello, I'm Sharif Abdullah, and I'm the director of Commonwealth Institute for Societal Transformation. And I've got a question for you. My question is this: what would it feel like if you lived in a society that valued three things? That valued the earth, that valued all beings, and that valued life itself? How would you feel living in a society like that? What would you do in a society like that? Now, compare and contrast that with what we've got right now, which is a society that works for almost no one. A society that is dysfunctional and in some ways even suicidal. Now, in this quest for a world that works for all, in this quest for a functional society, I'm being propelled in that quest to do a societal vision quest this summer, going to the ancient kingdom of Ladakh and trying to bring back the roots of sacred civilization. Now, by sacred, I don't mean religious. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about going beyond religion to look for the essence of what ties us together as human beings, what ties us together with all other beings, what ties us into the fabric of life on this planet, and to bring back to this dysfunctional society the keys, the tools to change from the path that we're on to a sustainable and sacred path. Now, in this quest, I need your support. I need your financial support and other support. And with this together, I believe that we can work to create a world that works for all beings. The first question is, why would a black guy from Camden, New Jersey want to go to the other side of the planet to the ancient kingdom of Ladakh in the first place? The second question is, where the hell is Ladakh anyway? Well, answering the first question, Ladakh will be just another one of the countries that I have visited over the course of the past few decades, which have been 38 different countries and almost 100 distinct cultures on our planet.
The ancient kingdom of Ladakh lies at the northern border of India, the northern border of Pakistan, and the southern border of China. Ladakh was the center of ancient kingdoms and, more importantly, ancient peoples and an ancient spiritual path, a path that traveled throughout the rest of the world. This region is the ancestral homeland of the people that we call Native Americans, North and South Americans. And I find it interesting that when we look at the spirituality and we look at the worldview of the people of Central Asia and the people of North and South America, we see the same thing. We see the same cosmology, the same respect for life, respect for the earth, and respect for all beings. And that's what I'm going there to look at. Part of the impetus for going to Ladakh comes from friends, spiritually minded friends, who've been inviting me to come to that region for a while. Another part of the impetus for going to Ladakh comes from an amazing book called A Story Waiting to Pierce You. This is by Peter Kingsley. In that book, he says, cultures are created and destroyed in ecstasy, and for every moment in between there is nothing that keeps a world alive aside from the breath of ecstatics.
We have the strange idea in the West that civilizations just happen, that they come into existence as a hit or miss affair, and then we bumble along, creating and inventing and making it better. But that is not how things are done at all. Civilizations never just happen. They are brought into existence quite consciously, with unbelievable compassion and determination from another world. The simple truth is that every single civilization, including this Western world, was brought into being from a sacred place to serve a sacred purpose. And when that purpose is forgotten, when its original alignment gets lost, when the fundamental balance and harmony of its existence becomes disrupted beyond a certain point, then nature has her way. The cure for a dysfunctional society lies in sacredness, bringing the sacred back into our civilization, remembering where our true roots are. On my return, I'll be calling together a conference on societal transformation and sacred civilization, where we'll discuss the foundations of our civilization, and we'll talk about some of the things that I've learned on this journey. If you're a supporter of this campaign, you will be invited to that conference. There are 4 ways that you can respond to this vision quest for a new society. Number 1, you can respond to the campaign by giving as much as you feel comfortable in giving. For those of you who have a lot, you can give a lot. For those of you who don't, even a few dollars can help to create the momentum, can help create the buzz that will attract other supporters. Second thing that you can do is to tell your friends about this campaign. Even if you yourself don't have any money, if you can tell 20 or 30 of your friends about it, and if a few of them respond, it's as though you were giving that money. The third thing is your prayers and your well wishes for the journey. And I don't minimize that. It's all of us coming together and sharing on a quest. This isn't just my quest. This is although I am going, all of us can bring our energy together, and all of us can take this journey together in our hearts and minds. And the last and most important thing is to hold in your heart the seeds of a world that works for all beings. That what you can do is, by doing that, is create the field, strengthen the field of a world that works for all. And by getting us to do that, getting us to focus away from our tiny little issues, getting us to focus away from our nationality or our political parties, by getting us to focus on what is real, so getting us to focus on what is sacred, we can begin to make the changes that are necessary to create the world that works for all. Thank you.